Now, oligarch Vladimir Prokhorov is quitting the holding company Interos. Now, fellow magnate Vladimir Potanin is going to buy 100% of the company. The billionaires are separating their joint assets. Indeed, they both made their fortune in the 90s in the metals and mining industry. Now, let's take a closer look at where Potanin and Prokhorov stand after the deal. KM Invest owns Interos. Now, it also manages stakes in Norilsk and Polyzolota, the gold miner. But Potanin and Prokhorov also hold major personal stakes in those mining giants. Prokhorov quit as Norilsk Nickel CEO earlier this year. He says he wants to focus on energy in the future. Now, for more on this, I'm joined by Vladimir Zhukov. He's senior research analyst at Lehman Brothers in Moscow. Very good to have you with us, Vladimir. Let's just talk about the significance of this Interos deal in particular. What is at stake? Explain to me, what is Interos?
Well, Interos is a holding company that has been managing the assets jointly owned by Mr. Prokhorov and Potanin until their separation, which was announced in January this year. This company was managing the largest asset of theirs, Norilsk Nickel, and probably small asset of theirs, Polys Gold, a number of other assets in financial sectors and media and some others. Since they announced their separation in January, both of them decided to pursue their own ways, and my understanding is what currently is held by Interos is talking about Norilsk and Polys is effectively approximately 8% in Norilsk and I think 6 to 8% in Polys Gold. Most of the interest is now effectively owned directly by each of them individually, meaning Potanin currently owns 22% in Norilsk and similar stake in Polys, while Prokhorov owns 25% in Norilsk and similar stake in Polys.
Nonetheless, we know that Prokhorov's made clear his intention to exit from the commodities, to put his focus onto energy. So we have a sale going through, albeit of a management company. What is it sending as a message to smaller scale investors, not the big boys like Vladimir and his 2IC? What does it send to you and I investing in the sector when we have a sale like this?
Well, I mean, definitely Norilsk has been one of the best performers out of, I guess, not only Russian stocks, but probably global metal stocks, and this was mostly due to the exceptional performance of nickel, the commodity, which we have seen over the past probably 12 to 18 months, which was definitely exceptional. However, our view, which is Lehman, is we're quite bullish on the prospects of nickel, and we remain quite bullish on the prospects of Norilsk as a stock, as well as Polys.
So why would he want to get out of commodities and go into energy? Why not stick where the momentum's going, like gold hitting an all-time high? You talk about nickel doing well. Where's the incentive to move away from that coming from?
Well, you see, gold in general, yes, indeed, I would agree with you that this is quite an interesting idea, because obviously everybody is now expecting gold to go up at least for the next probably 3 to 5 years, and gold is expected to stay quite strong throughout this year. But Polys is somewhat a different story, because although it's a growth story, but most of its growth is delayed into future, so you have to wait for, like, say, 3-4 years until the company starts actually showing increase in production. Probably Prokhorov is a little bit impatient, and he wants to focus on projects that can deliver value in a probably more immediate future rather than to wait for 3 to 4 years.
So just clarify, he's going to keep his hand in some of the investment of these assets, but not so much the production. Or is there a distinction we can draw between holding an investment in the production side of the business versus the actual investment? Can we break it down like that, or not?
You mean between the energy assets and the mining portfolio?
Well, within those sectors, is he taking a step out of the investment as much as the production side, or what's he doing?
Well, he's effectively taking out his investment out. Again, we should remember that what he is taking out and what Potanin is buying out of him is not his 25% interest, but just 4% interest. So Prokhorov remains as a minority and a blocking shareholder in Norilsk, and in a similar position with Polys Gold. So obviously bigger stakes are yet to be seen what Prokhorov is going to do with them.
Any idea when we will see the sort of the end game played out on this divorce, this the business divorce?
Well, you see, there are limitations because there is an understanding that Prokhorov cannot really exit his investment through a sale to an international investor. So he's effectively limited to a sale to a domestic player. And obviously there are not that many sizable enough domestic players interested in investing into mining, at least at the current stage of,
Not Lehman's themselves? No?
No.
Okay. Vladimir, thanks very much. Vladimir Zhukov there, senior research analyst, joining us from Lehman Brothers in the studio.